guys, Captain TigerLily here, and we are back with more strange antiquities, and we've got a very specific place to go find. We have to find something buried behind lock and key, so we'll figure that out in a minute. But before we get too far into this video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me, hit the notification bell, that way you guys will know when new videos go live. Don't forget to hit all on the notification drop down, that way you guys will know when every video goes live. You have the option to choose whether or not you want it as that or just personalized, which will give you, I think, like every 3 or 4 videos or something like that, if you're like me and you like to binge watch, so that is an option. And don't forget to share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me play through strange antiquities. I almost said strange horticulture. Strange antiquities, I knew what I meant. It's fine. Anyway, let's hop in and see where we have to go for this specialty thing. So something behind lock and key. So lock house. So 7 is lock house. Is there something key? So maybe it's here. Let's try it. Should not have come here. Okay. Behind lock and keystone manor. So here. Yes. Large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears the inscription, "On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention." What do we get? Ooh, what is that? Interesting. Okay. I may have to make some more room for hanging things here. We need to figure out the key to open this, honestly. But we'll get there later. Eli White. Well, the shop's still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm gonna need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. What'd you get? Ooh, what's that? Some sort of jar thing. Okay, I do want to move... I do kind of want to move this over here. I don't know what those are, but those can stay where they are. But I want to keep these in visual range, I think. I'm going to put this down here with this guy because I don't know what the hell that is. But that's going to go there, and then you can go there. And I'll expand out as needed. Edith Moore. Oh. I am not a good person. I am pushing away the only people I care about. Help me to do better. I know I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Okay. So something that banishes inner demons. What does the horn shackle do? Okay, so the horn shackle needs to come over that. Okay. That was this one, right? Let's try this one. Yeah. Help you overcome your inner demons. No more thieving. Okay? None of that in this town. Francesca. The evil cant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. A sleep vessel. Okay. What is a sleep vessel? Okay. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thaumic principles. Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wistic, and Mentic. They help people... That's a hair that's stuck on my finger. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limit by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. So, okay, so something with 6 points. Is it possibly this? The darkness within it is... Okay, let's try it. That might be it. It is. Okay, cool. Yep. Good luck. Resonance compass. Why do I feel like it's that? Or that. One of those two. Althea O'Shea. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. It's about time I replaced it. Silent breath. Well, I do have it. Okay. There's those who consider the White Heart the prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. The silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Is it this? Because it doesn't really, like, it's not giving anything. Unless it's this. So it's something taken from a white stag that allows you to sense danger or something. Okay. Heart feels lighter. Well, that's something. That should have come from a white stag. Something that should have come from a white stag. The only thing that really would fit for that... I don't know. Because, like... Is it this? Fills me with a sense of foreboding. I don't know. White hair could have come from a stag. Okay, so... Is there... Do I have anything with hair on it? Oh, is it this? It could be. It's risky, but it could be. It is. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Elva Stone. Rufus Shelley. You're a new face. I've always wanted to try a Daedalus link. I have a personal interest in the Celestial Branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And I have good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. Daedalus link. Powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. This item is surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to the facets of flight, a feather, or the wings of a bird or insect. Okay, so something with feathers or wings. I'm going to move you over here. No, you're still going to stay out, but... So I think we'll do the... Yeah, that way. Something that alludes to feathers or wings. No, not that. Okay. Well, it's pretty light. It's that one. It has to be. Yep. Okay. A Cusick Purifier or Cusick Purifier? I don't know. Edmund Bishop. The Ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeston Castle. My family's lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out of the south tower in the master bedroom. And run anything you find by mute. First, of course. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go to... First of all, let's go to... Where's Gleeston Castle? I don't see Gleeston Castle. Okay, well. Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow the corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. So walk past the main entrance. Where's the main entrance? Okay. Walk past the main entrance and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door on the left. There's a small plinth in the corner of the room with an item on it that you are welcome to, and I really like it anyway. Is it this? Okay, it's not where I meant to go. Can we not? I don't know. To the vaults. So what's the tower you said to stay out of? I don't know. Should not have come here. Well, shit. As long as I don't get down to the red, we're okay. What about the courtyard? Neat hedgerows and worn pillars frame the space. Gravel crunches underfoot. Only a sound of quiet courtyard. No reason to linger. Okay, nothing negative, but... Is it this? The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to the small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eyes drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on the way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at the least, but he won't entertain the idea. What do we get? Gemstones and... Oh, what is that? Well, that's cool. I don't know what you are, but you look awesome. Okay. Anywhere else to go? Well, that's... No, that's not what I meant to do. No, I was trying to go in there. Want to try this one. Wasting time here. What? He said not the master bedroom. So, library? Piled up on the reading desk, I find a book on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the world. Learn a lot about a person from the books they read. Okay. There may not be anything else there, but... Sorry, Jupiter. Look at that happy kibby. Okay. We should get another clue card of some sort of location. At the end of a long passageway, after a day spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. What else would it contain? It's a... Oh. Okay. Okay, so this has got to be... I don't know what this would be. Something with a shape like that. Is there anything else about the card? I don't know. Unless it's like a district shaped like that. But I don't really see anything shaped like that, you know? I have no idea. Unless it doesn't have to do with that. Unless that has to do with this. Yeah, I know that. That's not helpful. Something with this shape. I have no idea. Why not? Lady Rosalind built the Folly in memory of her husband, lost to the lake, or so the story goes. Now it stands windward. I'm so sorry. There's so much talking. It makes me yawn. I've had this problem before. Windworn and empty, overlooking the water. I check the turret just in case. Nothing but dust and old stones. Love doesn't leave much behind. Well, that's not helpful. I don't know where this card goes, though. It has to be one of these things that's shaped like that, right? That's the only thing that really makes sense, is if it's one of these little, like, district areas that's shaped like this, that fits into that space. If that makes sense to anybody else. I don't know if it does, but... I just don't know. No, it's flipped the wrong way. Shit. I don't know. I have actually no idea. I don't know. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it is this. Oh! It's right there. Okay. A portrait of some dead lord eyes. A portrait of some dead lord eyes me suspiciously. Feckin' hell. Suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I'm about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. It could be something. Oh. Well, alright then. I don't know who you are, madam, but actually we'll put you there. Yeah. Alright. Hi, David. Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there. Especially with those damn ravens back again. Look, I like ravens! Let them stay! It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black ravens. Or big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. Ooh, we got a new place to go visit? The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. I gotta freaking pull my leg up if I can. I'm sitting at a weird angle because I normally sit on my left leg. Not my right, but it's not comfy right now. So, what caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there's a certain energy about it, not entirely welcoming either. Wonder if you'd take a look for yourself. Okay. Triangle of trees. Triangle of trees. Oh, in here in the Heathwoods. Yeah. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse at the heart of Heathwood, I come across a clearing. A tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Wasn't that where we had to do the whole Awoken Dendru thing? Wasn't that in Heathwood? Or was that somewhere else? I don't remember. Pretty sure we had to deal with something right on the outskirts of town, but I can't remember. A tree that has been split in two stands at the center. Sunlight breaks through and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there is something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants, arranged in a triangle shape. Oh. A whale, then. More pendants. Alright, well, I'm gonna actually have to move these over now. Yep, so that I can have room for these things later. I'm just gonna move the frickin' plants out of the way because they are being in the way over there. Actually, you know what? No. I have a shelf on this side over here that I could put them on. That now doesn't have anything on it, so let's just do that. They're out of my way, but they're still here. It's fine. Gus Foley. It's been many years since I performed the rite of the red knives, but I can still remember every step. I'd do it one more time before I die if I could only get my hands on an Orford spire. I tried that place in Arnside and they sent me here. Orford spire. During the rite of the red knives, the Orford spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite has said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Okay. Is it maybe this? Spire, so it might be something pointy. I don't know. Let's try it. Nope. An item with 2 points sticking up. So maybe it is this. That's the only thing that I see that has 2 points sticking up other than this. So maybe it's this one. No. Goat's blood feels like another clue. That would be hard to clean off. So it's this one. Alright. Yep. I can't make any more mistakes today or we're in trouble. 2 points of the item are visible in the sketch. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's definitely been submerged in something. Amphibian Talon. Okay. Probably that thing. Hi, Eli. I need to go away for a few days again. The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I'm looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. Okay, that seems like not the place you want to go, but sure. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. The only problem is I burned that bridge long ago. Could you hand me that Guise of Lillian? Won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. Guise of what? Item can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures that have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of the ancient power source. Is it this? That's the only thing I could think of. How will I know? Has a fossil somewhere in it, like a sketch. Okay. So this one. Yeah. Yeah, it has an ammonite fossil embedded in it. That's what it is. Tenebran Cloak. Okay. See ya, boss. Rebecca Rose. Oh? The artist. Is that a cat? Excuse me. My eyes may have completely gone now, but it's good to know I still have my cat senses. Do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. My life story has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know I'll never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me it means everything. So Ares Remnant or Spirit Eye? Let's see which one we want. Okay, this object induces a form of synesthesia, where colors, tones, lights, and shadows can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. The gemstone in Ares Remnant are... Okay, so that's the pendant one. So it's that one, or what was the other one? Or Spirit Eye. Nope. Spirit Eye. What's this one? There's some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be the windows into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It will not clear exactly... It's not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than traditional senses to experience. They draw their... Okay, so I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. The Ares Remnant. Yeah. I want to do that one because that one seems less dangerous. I'm just saying, it seems less dangerous. Clarence Hawker. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 2 of them up at Calgarth, another feller a fisherman. People are getting panicky around here. Nothing natural about folk turning up with eyes all black like that. And now this fog, too. With the nights drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Hallbrook Road without so much as a lantern. I had something nice and bright in mind. Sun's Bond? It's not. Okay. Let's roll the dice. See what we got. We'll bank those 3. We'll roll. Bank those 2. Roll. I guess I could bank those 2. And then... Ooh. Let's roll again. I need a moon. Nope. Come on, give me a moon. There we go. Oh, it's not gonna let me because I got X's. Oh my gosh, thank you. Roll those 3 and see what we get. Oh, thank goodness. Bank that. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jupiter. I saw that paw come in here and help. You beautiful cat. Okay, so Clarence, you want the Sun's Bond. Okay, so what is the Sun's Bond then, since apparently I've gotten it wrong? Small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry warmth and light of the sun, brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. So it's some sort of pendant. Is it this? Strange orange gemstone. A little warmer than I would expect. Nothing there. So maybe it is that one then. Okay. Alright then. Well, I'm sorry. Why is there a thing about basilisks in there? That seems dangerous. Alrighty, what's next? Audrey Bell. Oh. Bend your ear to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a Holgen Grimm in the coming days. Do I have that one? Had I found that one yet or no? No. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. What? Looking for an eerie item. Well, there's a few things. The only thing I can think of is that it's got to be like one of these kind of things. Nothing there. Has an ethereal quality to it. Could be that, honestly. Holgen Grimm? No. Okay. Priests with their back to me, but they're wearing a Holden. So it is definitely wearable. Oh, it's the mask. It's the mask. It's the mask. Okay. Lead heart. Alright, well, that's fun to know. End of the day, cool. Alright, I don't think there was anything else I needed to do. I'm only missing 3 people. My question, though, like... Jupiter kind of does his own thing, but, like, I'm a little concerned with him. Alright, whatever. I still want to know if we're going to get the item to open up that cabinet. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard, a small black casket. A very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Okay. Oh, it's some kind of stairs. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. So it's got to be in the mansion. Okay. So, up the stairs, left, then left again. So, up the stairs, left, then left again. I don't know. Second on the right is where I spend each night. That doesn't make sense. Up the stairs. I don't know. Left. And then left again. Second on the right? But that doesn't really show me the... I don't know. Is it the tower? I might regret this. Nope. Wasn't that. So up the stairs. Oh, I wonder if it's through here. I don't know, because this looks like its main floor. I don't know. I have no idea. Unless it's... So, up the stairs. There's left. I don't know. Well, I'm not supposed to go in the master bedroom. Could be any one of these. No, up the stairs, left and left again. So second to the right. That doesn't make sense, though. Because that would put it here. I don't think we're supposed to go there. We're here. Fuck it. Nope, isn't where I'm meant to come. I've already been in the library. We already went in that room. Can't go in out here. Okay. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A layer of thin dust coats the furnishing and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that's been hiding in the windowsill this whole time. Oh, is that the witch's finger thingy? Oh, joy. Oh, he's sitting up today. Well, hi, Jupiter. You got baby. Oh, look at this kitty. Such a good kitty. All right, who's first? Helena Appleton. I never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? I tried beeswax, but that makes my ears sore. And besides, I can still hear the shouting and banging at all hours. I'm pretty sure it's this one, right? Yeah. St. John's Anvil. Nope. Oh my god. These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant of the same name. The fact that they're reflections in their designs. They have quite different uses, however. While the plant helps overcome deafness, the anvil dampens sound. Yep, so it's definitely got to be this. Yep. Excellent. Gray's Grace, worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. Same design as a shadow catcher? Oh, okay. Sure. Barton Potter. Okay. You must be the thaumaturge's apprentice. I heard that he's a hard man to work under. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though, and speaking of the past, my eye has been aching again lately. That can't be a good sign. I'm willing to make a fair trade for an Elva stone if you have one. An Elva stone. Elva stones can be used to retrieve to relieve the discomfort caused by other incurable ailments such as Braxis or burning blood. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that is reflected in their design. Okay, so I need to look at... Is it the symbology or is it the other one? I don't know. Or is it this one? What is this one again? Gemstones. Okay, so something Selenic. Moonstone. Protection enveloping night. No. Noctic. Okay. That's the only one in here that says Selenic, though, is the Moonstone, right? Yeah, everything else says not, so it's gotta be Moonstone. That can help me much. So something not labeled that has a stone in it. Turquoise gemstone, bronze. Green marble. Green gemstone. Dark green gemstone. Like, that's not really the right color for that. Pearlescent blue glass. Pinkish gemstone. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Nope. Listen, I will eventually figure this out. Okay, so pearly opacins usually pink or off-white, so it has to be that one. It can't be. What? Selenic disciplines and the symbols here to see if there are any clues. Okay. But I did that. Selenic would have this triangles with the circles on it, so that's not helpful. Elva stone. I don't see anything that looks like that. Pinkish gemstone, black gemstone. I mean, unless it's this. But if I give him another wrong one, I'm probably gonna have to do the thing again. If I gotta, but like... Sure, let's try it. Nope. Okay. Sonic relates to the moon. The symbol in the book tells you which planetary metals represent the moon. Does it? Planetary metals. The moon is silver. So is it this? Whatever. New item discovered. So he traded me something. Okay. Well, if I mess up one more thing, we're in the danger zone. Verona Green. Been doing some reading. See what you make of this. Ambra. The fisherman they found yesterday had been up at Wyatt Beck, so I'm going to see if I can find anything out there. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that says, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow what that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else. But here we are, and here I am. They do it all wrong anyway. Fair enough. Francis Mason. I'm wearing a pendant that I found in the library, and it does something to me. Okay? It gives me an appetite for reading that I cannot control. I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. It is rather pretty, though. Someone told me I need a Cusick purifier and that this is the place to get one. Okay. I'll do my best. Small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets, perhaps submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there's a limit to the effectiveness. So this is something with a topaz gemstone. Well, that could be a couple of things. Let's see. Gemstone submerged in liquid. So it's probably this, honestly. Yep. Because that's the only thing that we had that was a liquid that you could hear something in there. Okay. What's next? Simone Green. Is that everybody? No, we're missing one. The librarian. Been working on something you might find interesting. Did you know that nobody knows who built Strange Antiquities? It's very old. Perhaps the oldest building in Undermere, according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I've been decoding a journal that he found. It's slow work, but I've made a bit of a breakthrough recently. Have you discovered the plinths below the counter? I've learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. And this journal holds some of the keys. Here's something I discovered late last night. See what you make of it. Okay. Alcove key. Horned shackle evocant, then a moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not... Okay, so horned shackle and evocant. Do I have those? Horned shackle. Evocant, and then something... Excuse you. Evocant, and then something with a moon. Let's try that. I heard clicking. I don't know if that was right or not. Then a moon something something. Hold on, I wonder. Moonstone Guardian? Tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Banishment of Hobbs here, a Noctic sight. So I wonder if it's the stag, or maybe it's this. Okay. Okay, so something different there. So maybe it's not the... Maybe it's not that one. Doesn't really help me. Nope. Moon something. Has to be moon something. I don't know. Let's try with everything. Nope. Like, I can hear something underneath it, like, depressing down. But I'm not getting what it is. Is it the branch, maybe? I don't think so. Mm-mm. Is it that? I got no idea. So it's definitely moon something. I don't think there's any other moon anything in here, but... Unless it's this? I don't know. That's the only thing that has like a space to click on it, so... I have no idea. After years of working in a thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. I've tried St. John's Poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. I would love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. Hearing charm. Simple trinket that amplifies sound. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. So deer, right? Or bats. Nothing there. Okay, so let's try this one. Aha, it's the bat. Yep. Excellent. A veiled fen. Okay. Alright, see ya, man. I never did figure out what this other thing is, so... Unless I just start trying things. Seeing if they work. Let's just try everything without a label. Might as well. Nope. That didn't sound different. Nope. I honestly don't know. That's fine. We'll leave the other two there because I know those go there. At camp that night, one of the pair had woken with the pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be opened. Is the guy who came in with the one eye and like are him and Eli the two that we're reading about in here? Be interesting to know. My God, what in the world are we? Okay. Some sort of statue. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. The maiden in the tower points the way. Maiden in the tower. Maiden in the tower. Mars in winter, rising in summer. I never noticed that. Can I go in here? Okay, no. Maiden in the tower. Unless it's not there. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, not that. So maybe it's not this map. Maybe it's this one. The maiden in the tower points the way. Where else would have a tower? And buried among the trees. Undermere Church. If there's a church steeple, maybe. Maybe? No. Well, let's try the church at the very least. Maybe it's that. The church is a quiet refuge from the bustle of town. The bell tolls. It's that time already. Okay, so it's not that. I don't know. Is there anything called Tower? Ooh, Galfrey's Tower, 22. Where's 21? 22. I climb the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and am rewarded with a view across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. So straight east from here? These trees, mossy woods. Yes! I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there's no one there. I take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp and moss, and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. What'd I get? Ooh. Interesting, like, totem thing. I wonder if this is it. No. But at least I can say I tried. I think I'll do one more day. And then we'll see where we go from here. Hey, Verona. I walked up the beck a mile or so in the cold and wet yesterday and found a section with a handful of dead fish floating in it. Belly up and blackened they were. Gross. Not sure what to make of it, but I don't like it. I don't like it either. I'm on my way to Calgarth Hall now. I spoke to Dr. Robinson earlier, and she said the two women they found there are still in the same state as the others, in a trance and eyes all black. Before I go, Anna Bryant asked me to drop this off. Oh? When we were kids, we used to explore an abandoned house on the lakefront. We'd take a boat out to the northern tip of Naylor Island and row across from there. You know the one I'm talking about, second from the left in the row of 4. I found myself outside its door 3 days ago and went inside for old time's sake. I wish I hadn't. It always had an ominous feel to it. It has taken me the last 3 days to summon the courage to write this letter, but I think it's better you see it for yourself. Or see for yourself what's out there. Alright. Okay, first of all, I want to take that out and put it on there because reasons. Okay, so second from the left in a row of 4. So north point of Naylor Island, second from the left in a row of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Yeah. I don't know exactly what I was expecting to find. Anna's letter was quite vague, after all, but I certainly wasn't prepared for this. In an alcove of the house, peering out through loose mortar and crumbling brick, a macabre shrine of sorts. The skull of a stag is mounted above the opening, its antlers smeared with a dark red substance, and large melted candles pool out onto the wooden floor on either side. In the center of the altar, there is a small iron chest rusted and fused to the floor. It's clear it has been here for a long time. I do not see any hinge or keyhole or any way of opening it, but after a while I notice an inscription says simply, I open to the voice. The voice. The voice of Ceranos, right? Which would have been this, right? No, that's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to leave. The voice of Ceranos. The chest opens to reveal a golden totem. I can't imagine who would have stashed it here or why, but it doesn't look like they're coming back for it anytime soon. What did we get? Ooh, cat statue. I wonder if the cat would do it. Because it's got the stone thing. I know what I mean. Actually, I kind of want to move this down here and move that up there because that contains a thing in it. So, all right, Lester Crowley. Apologize if this inquisition is an imposition to your disposition. It's not my intention to bring to your attention a matter of contention. Are you stuck rhyming? I have an inclination to perform incantation of flirtation. Please don't. For your part, the leaden heart of thaumic art. Lead heart. Does the lead heart stop you from rhyming? Because I think you might need that. These items depict the god Ceranos in his non-human form. They are heavier than they look due to the core of lead hidden by a more modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. So something heavy that's gonna like outweigh the 2-pound mark. No? Yeah, I didn't think so. No. Mm-mm. Well, that is quite a lot. Ceranos. See if there's anything helpful. Would it be this one? Maybe. I don't know. Seasons, weather. No, that's not it. So maybe this one. Ceranos. Eye of Ceranos, lead heart, and voice of Ceranos. So it's definitely got to be the lead heart. Use the weighing scales to check an item that's heavier than it looks. So it's got to be something small or light that's way heavier than it should be. No. No. So maybe it isn't that. Maybe it really is one of these. Because it was this one. No, it was this one. There was something that was way heavier. Unless it's that. Because this is made of clay, so it should not be that heavy. Yep. Antlers suggesting he could take a non-human form, which could be deer. Using the weighing scales, it's much heavier than it looks considering it's made of literal clay. Corvin's Might. Ooh. I like the sound of that. What's fun about that is I think it might be unintentional, but a hart is another name for a deer. So that's kind of fun. I like that wordplay. Angus Eaton. Oh, you're not Eli. I'm returning an item he asked me to repair. The mechanism was mangled, but I replaced all the springs and given it a clean. Good as new. Alright, what'd you give me? Oh. Well. Does it not fit? There's something that's got to fit in there. Something with a weird shape like that. I don't have it yet, but I don't know. Highly suspicious. Hey, Eli. It wasn't my intention to leave you unattended for this long, but I'm afraid I am going to need to rely on you for a little longer. The Order of the Black Veil seemed more concerned by the ravens than the black-eyed state that Mr. Hungerford was found in. They said it would take a very powerful force indeed to upset them like that. Unfortunately, they either weren't able or weren't willing to talk any further on the subject. Okay. I was hoping to avoid it, but I must go to Oxford and the Bodleian Library. Okay. Have fun. I'll be gone for a few days at least, perhaps longer, but you seem to be handling yourself well here. I'm fine, dude. I do not see eye to eye with the head of collections at Bodleian, but I do know that he takes an interest in horticulture. Aha. I will take him a Scythian charm to soothe things over between us. Scythian charm. Okay. Well. What's that one? Old Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of planetary metals. No two are identical. They're used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it's raining. Okay, so something that's warm to the touch and carved out of metal? Cool and smooth. It's not showing that it's warm. The stones are cold, but that's warm. Could it be that? We'll try it. Nope. Either made of wood or planetary metals like gold or silver. So something wood, gold, or silver. Yeah, I know that. Something good, gold, silver, or wood, and warm. Warm and smooth. Definitely gold. So let's try the cat. Nope. Okay. One more and we're gonna have to redo. It's not that. Wood, gold, or silver. Rough and garnet. Rough and gnarled. Okay, that's not helping. There. Stone. Could be that. It's cold, though. I have no idea. That's bronze, so it's not that. Again, bronze. Horticultural element to the design. Maybe it's this one, because that is actual gold and silver. Yeah, okay. Yep. Okay. Diverging hook. Okay. I don't know what that's for, but sure. Why not? Francesca, what's up? I'm at a loss with these patients. They aren't responding to anything I've tried so far, and I haven't been able to find anything in the literature that fits their symptoms. Okay. I'm finding that they become violent if they aren't restrained, and they are always trying to leave. Nothing else, Dranthium tea from a restful mether might get a moment of lucidity out of them, but if you've got any ideas, I'm all ears. Restful mether or witch's finger. Well, I don't feel like witch's finger is the answer, but sure. What's it do? It's said to be the severed digits of the witches of Undermere, or of the witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. Yeah, no. The other one was what? Restful mether. Mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the Dranthum plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Is it maybe this? It's got to be something like you can drink it out of. So the only things that are really even remotely that shape are this thing or this. Green porcelain. What vibe am I getting? Am I getting a vibe? Am I getting anything? Smells like rotten eggs. So probably not that. Cold. God. Well, the problem is if I get it wrong at all, I'm kind of screwed. Because it's not going to... I'm going to have to restart this section. But there isn't anything else that's like a vessel that you could carry something in. I'm gonna go with... I guess I'm gonna go with this. I don't think it's right, but we'll try it. Nope. Okay. Alrighty, let's roll. Oh, God. Shit. Okay, well, okay, roll again. Okay. We'll bank those. That's helpful. Oh, God, okay. Roll again. I don't know. I can roll the other two and see if I can save anything. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Bank that. Hell yeah. Okay, roll again. What do we got? 2 X's. Bad. That's very bad. That is very, very bad. I don't like that. God, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. That'll do. Alright, roll. What do we got? We could use some suns. Honestly. We gotta roll all 5. I got nothing. Not ideal. You know what? We'll save the moth, because I can use that. Shit. Last lifeline. Oh, fuck. Okay. Bank that. Bank that. Bank that. Just in case. What do you got? Ooh. That one. Bank that. Okay. Here we go. Shit. Oh, thank you, Jupiter. Oh, you beautiful kitty. You saved me. Oh, boy. Okay, so we have to find something about this. Yeah, we're going for the restful method. Okay. I have a clue which tells me which items I need to put on the plinth below the counter. Oh. So it's not something I have yet. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I had this thing, right? So it's this. Moon something. The writing is dense and spidery, so it's not always easy to decipher. So it's moon something. And it has to open something. So if we can find whatever the moon thing is, the Moonstone Guardian. Comforting Guardian. So maybe it is the cat. These don't open, do they? It says it takes the form of a comforting guardian. So I don't know. The other ones are right, because this is the Hornshackle and this is the Evacant. So it has to be whatever the Moonstone Guardian is. I don't know what the Moonstone Guardian is, but this is not fucking helpful. Oh my god. This is really not helpful. Oh, what would it be? Is it this, maybe? That's the only other thing I can think of. I don't know. I totally forgot I had these two down here. I need to move them not in there. Just because if I'm going to keep this like that. At least they're out. Oh, God. Okay. Whoops. Wait. Selenic Totem. Oh. I beg your pardon. Don't mind if I do. Actually, we'll put these down here for now. So I actually have a place to... Okay. Sorry about that. Did they go back to their spots then after I used them? Okay. That's fine then. There's too many things up here now. Okay. We're gonna move all these, like, cup things here. I don't know what that is, but it can go there. We're gonna move these things here. And actually, we'll move these down here next to that, because otherwise... Okay. There's these two. So this goes there after Z. What goes after that one? What goes before Z? Where does this one go? There, okay. So I'm just missing one, which would be this thing. I don't know where it is, but then I can probably open up whatever's in there. So, the Restful Mether one. Yeah, I did that one already. Several candidates that look like the sketch. Okay, so restful mether. It's gotta be this one. Okay, so it's gotta be the one that's got multiple handles on it. So is it maybe this one? It didn't have any stones or anything on it. It just looked plain. Right? I'm gonna try this one. Nope, it's not. Okay. So maybe it's this one. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. Restful mether. It didn't look like it had stones or anything on it in the picture, so. Bones guard? Oh my god. Now I gotta find some crazy goblet thing. I can speak. Rebecca Rose. I've come to thank you for sharing the wonder of the Ares remnant with me. It has changed my life. I'm still getting to grips with it, but I'm already feeling my way back to painting again. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. We're going to figure out what our next thing is, and then we're ending the episode. He knew what he had to do. Without hesitating, he took hold of the diverging hook and used it to cut away the infected part of his mind before it could spread and consume him entirely. Okay, why are we doing that? Why you do this? So it's a tower of some sort. Okay. I am closest to the sunset, but furthest from the sunrise. Okay. Well, we will figure that out in the next episode. So. Man. This is wild. I love it so much. Honestly, I don't think this is going to take me as long as the first one did, but I'm also doing longer episodes of this than I am the first one, just because I kind of have the time, energy, and the capacity to edit longer videos now without, one, my brain losing it, and two, my computer having a strunk. But I'm really loving this story already, and I like this aspect of the strange antiquities where you have to like figure out what the symbols mean. You have to figure out what item could be used for what, and I like the whole you have to roll to see if you lose your mind or not mechanic. That's cool. Essentially you're gambling with your sanity, and Jupiter's there to throw you a bone if you need it every now and then, or in some cases to throw away the bones. But yeah, I'm really liking this, and hopefully you guys are as well. So if you guys liked this video, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos from me, hit the notification bell, and make sure you turn all notifications on. That way you guys won't miss any videos if that is your thing. And don't forget to share the video around to anybody you think might enjoy watching me play through Strange Antiquities. If you guys do want to get early access to all videos, those are available down on both membership tiers. If you guys are interested in supporting me and getting access to all videos early, essentially as soon as I upload a video, because I upload them in advance and set them scheduled like several days, if not weeks in advance for some, you guys will have access to them as soon as I make them available on YouTube for members. So usually it's right after they're done uploading, but that's the thing there. If you guys want to get caught up with the first episode, and if you guys are watching this in the future, the full playlist, that will be above me here on the screen. And if you guys do want to play the game for yourself, the link is down in the description, and I think it is still on sale as of right now. I may be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it, but it is down in the description, the link to the game, if you guys do want to play this for yourselves. So, that being said, I'm Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye!